I saw it.
Hex, did you see that Fox Ditto?
I turned around and it was over.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Me too.
Armada is looking fire right now.
I played like 2 friendlies with Zach in the time it took for that set to finish.
Yeah, yeah.
I made $20 on Armada.
Oh, you did?
For
Who'd
the
you
whole
bet?
tournament.
Oh,
I bet Armada.
With who?
And Alex bet the field.
The field?
Yeah, and
right
I already won.
Right now the field, yeah,
So
the field is
You
not
already
looking,
won.
Yeah, I already won.
The field is not looking prepared.
You're calling it.
I'm calling it.
I think Leffen's his hardest matchup on a good day.
And he won.
And yeah.
Lately,
and he's a loser
Mew2King's been looking really good against Armada, though.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
can do
he's
it.
going to have to get through Liquid.Hungrybox
Yeah.
Liquid.Hungrybox.
to see my boy Armada in the winner's side.
This historically, this always feels Hungrybox favored.
Yep.
Right to me.
Yeah, for a long time now.
Mew2King had a little moment last night. He was playing Prince Abu for about an hour in friendlies, and Prince Abu was winning basically every game. And Mew2King kept yelling, "Armada!" I was playing with Armada on the setup over, and he kept going, "Armada, you need to get over here and play Prince Abu in friendlies so I can watch your Fox to relearn the matchup because I don't know what I'm doing."
Yeah.
And I feel completely lost against Jigglypuff, and Armada was just laughing the whole time.
That's
and
a bad
did not
sign.
help him. Yeah, it's a super bad sign. I saw him playing
That
with
is
him
a
today.
bad sign right there.
And once again, Prince Abu was mostly beating him in friendlies. So I'm worried for Mew2King, but I do feel like he tends to panic in friendlies a little bit when in tournament he actually is a little more composed.
I sometimes feel like it's good to panic in friendlies because then when you get into tournament, you're feeling like you have to make up for what was going on earlier.
Right.
Or at least your practice conditions very closely mirrored your tournament condition, you know?
Yeah. The difference between these two players is that Mew2King cracks. Mew2King is what we've been calling an egg. H-Box? Egg? Yeah.
What's H-Box?
Meanwhile, H-Box is probably the most mentally strong player in the game.
Yeah.
Or it's up there with Armada, I would say.
So you'd call him a not egg.
Like a jawbreaker.
A blob.
He's like a he's a
Jawbreaker?
blob.
Yeah.
A blob?
Yeah. Blobs don't crack.
That's true. Oh, did you hear Jigglypuff just made a pain sound getting up smash from at like 20.
Well, it looks like it hurts.
Well, Mew2King with a quick lead. This is a super volatile matchup, right? Like anything can change at any moment.
Yeah.
Massive comebacks are possible. So this is
It's
definitely
nutty.
for the long haul. You know,
Yeah.
a stock is,
Unless Mew2King
as they
cracks.
say, not a lead.
Oh.
Yeah, Mew2King cracks.
Then
That's
it
no
could
good.
be over.
Mew2King
very
missing a
quick.
ledge dash could be bad news bears for his mind state. I
Yeah,
feel like.
you don't want to give stocks away for sure.
No. And
to
also, well, I
Hungrybox.
mean, not even just the stock, right? It's just like if Mew2King misses
Right.
execution, he kills himself. I feel like that could hurt his mentality. Especially early in the set, he's like, "Well, I'm missing ledge dashes," you know.
It's a card that you want to show them that you have.
Yeah, but yo, Mew2King is actually so reliable at up throw up airing Hungrybox. Everyone else, it seems like Hungrybox gets out of their up throw up airs, and for some reason, Mew2King is just so clean with
It's
it.
because he's placing the first hit like right in the middle of Jigglypuff's hurt box. So even if H-Box like does attempt to SDI, it would have to be really good SDI for it to get out.
So he goes hella deep.
Right.
Uh-oh. The one thing that Prince Abu has taught me unequivocally, wow, this is actually, he's not looking so lost right now.
Yeah, Prince Abu might just be better than.
Who knows, man? The
Don't
one
say
thing
it.
that
You
he
never
taught
gonna
me,
do it.
Say it,
I
and
was-
then you realize
Yeah,
Yeah, you
I
couldn't.
can't finish
Prince
that
is going to
sentence.
watch this.
I take
Oh,
that
okay.
back.
the one thing that he taught me is when Puff hits either your shield or you with a back air, you're in a bad position and like you need to reset.
So don't fight it.
And what I just saw Mew2King do is the classic like get hit by back air, run at him, like try and counterattack, and you just eat another back air.
Yeah.
So hopefully he doesn't.
It's funny,
do that the whole
Mew2King
set.
should know that. I heard him talking about the matchup, and he definitely knows that that's a thing. But
I don't think that's fully true. I think you can wave dash forward, but you shouldn't always, go into her head on after that. You can like wave dash forward, then dash dance. Mix up your options following that. But I wouldn't say that shielding is bad versus Puff. I'd say relatively.
No. Yeah, not shielding. It's just that you can't.
Oh, up smash.
You can't just try to counterattack immediately.
No,
basically.
yeah.
Wow. Right there. Look at that.
Full jump up air.
Meeting showing us a little midriff. Okay.
Nice.
Is that a 3-stock?
And
Is that a 3-stock game 1?
There's a 3-stock.
From Mew2King's Fox?
Yeah, he said, you know what? I'm feeling great. I'm feeling a little sexy. I'm just going to, just give the people what they want a little bit. Both in and out of game.
That's right. Does M2K play Fox in any other matchup or versus any other player?
I
Pretty
don't
much
think
no,
so.
right?
I don't
No.
think so, no.
No.
I feel like
I can't think of another
Icy's
matchup where there's...
maybe. Icy's maybe
He
if the pitch
should.
doesn't work out.
He should, but he doesn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, whatever, it's fine.
Game
He's-
2, Dreamland.
And Mew2King already looks like he's got a strategy in mind.
Yeah,
Taking
he's
the
made a
platforms,
statement.
Shooting lots of lasers.
Yup.
Yeah.
One thing, I mean, I feel like with Mew2King, the only thing that he is prone to doing that's kind of bad is when he lasers, sometimes he gives up too much stage. I feel like the statistic, you know, the center stage statistic later.
Oh, yeah.
He's gotten way better about it, though. Like, generally what comes to mind is, like, pre-Big House 3 Mew2King.
Oh,
when we think of that, which is just a disaster. Like, he would laser and completely forfeit anything resembling stage control.
Yeah.
But he's definitely stepped up his game. Plays a lot more like Leffen, I would say.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think he's stepped up his mentality lately, too. Ever since he's been on Echo Fox, I don't know if they got people hired to do this for him and, like, get him in a better mental state, but he's just seemed way better.
Like Fox, baby.
About not crumbling.
And that's what you need against Hungrybox, who literally employs certain strategies just to wear out the other player.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, Hungrybox has openly stated that he does this planking, like, even though it doesn't really yield any advantages in-game, just to wear out the other player and sort of frustrate them.
Yeah. I can see that for sure.
And it's really effective against the right people. Mango, like...
Everyone has their breaking point.
Yeah. Like, Mango versus HBox is the classic example of, like, that resulting in a lot of SDs for the Fox.
Well, it looks like Mew2King's got a little bit of that, too. And I don't think Hungrybox is too happy with all those lasers.
What method is he using to double laser? I feel like that's got to hurt. I was just talking to Dr. Kate upstairs about, you know, ergonomics and not hurting myself, and I think short hop double laser does not seem...
healthy?
No! Yeah, it seems terrible for you.
It's all good. You can slide your thumb in such a way that it's pretty low effort. Actually, the reason Mew2King says he does double lasers instead of single lasers is because he says single lasers are more stressful for his hand.
Wow.
So
Really?
What? Just because you have to fastball them?
Because
you don't have to fastball.
No. Because when you do single lasers, you're pressing Y and then you're pressing B as independent actions. But when you double laser, you're sliding from Y to B. And so you don't have to then move your thumb to B from the first B input.
That makes sense.
Yeah, that's how I do them. So I actually kind of see where he's coming from.
Yeah.
Cool. Dreamland looking like a good pick for Hungrybox. But I mean, like, I think winning game 1 is super important in this matchup. Wouldn't you agree, Hacks?
Yeah, this matchup has some of the hardest counter picks in the game.
Like both ways.
Yeah, both ways. Mew2King's got Final Destination and Pokemon coming up. He's even got Yoshi's if he wants, although M2K won't go there.
So what does Jigglypuff have besides Dreamland?
Basically, Dreamland and Fountain.
You think it's that good for
Fountain's not as... Whoa.
Oh, and that was Hungrybox. Okay.
Did he pause?
Yeah.
Probably by accident. Maybe looking for some Smash DI or something.
Yeah, super crazy Smash DI.
That's
He
unfortunate.
forfeits the stock.
You gotta turn that off, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I would tend to
Did
agree.
they did a hand warmer, right? Did they turn it on?
They probably turned it on and then didn't turn it off, but we didn't see it. We got that high-level production where we don't just watch the hand warmers, and it creates the illusion that they're not just practicing the same tech skill over and over and over and over and over and over.
Yeah.
I think that right there in those platform tech chase situations, it's super viable for Jigglypuff to just go for a rest on reaction. It's completely it's completely all in, but if I were a Jigglypuff player, I would go for it every time. It's just extremely strong.
Optimal?
Just say the word optimal.
That's optimal.
Yeah, that's fine. I know you're trying to, sort of widen your vocabulary and say something else, but I can sense that you just want to say it, so it's fine.
I use Shine to tech chase plenty because it's 1 frame instead of the usual 7 with grab.
I love it when Hacks reminds me how many frames Shine.
Yeah,
it makes me so happy.
Yeah, one frame reactions are just free in this game.
Yeah, they're free.
Yeah.
Hacks, can you tell me again why you hate Mafia?
There's no frame data.
There's no frame data.
I can't figure it out.
Wait, did you?
It's one of
that
these
wasn't
things
just
in
a
life.
Hugo.
No, he said that yesterday.
It's one of these things in life that I'll never understand.
He literally walked up to me and said, "Yo, fuck that game. There's no frame data."
I'm surprised you stuck around and watched all of it, though. Honestly, but it is pretty fun to watch.
Yeah, I wanted to see how it played out.
Yeah, I actually don't get why
it was
you
a lot
weren't
better
invested
when
in
you
it, but
lose
whatever.
and you get to learn the frame data. But
yeah. You need to observe.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
It's pretty much RNG before
maybe
when you're actually playing.
Yeah, maybe that's how you want to play it. Is you know what's going on, and then you get frustrated because you see other people doing the wrong stuff. And you're like, all right, I'm playing next time. We're gonna win.
We're gonna win.
Okay, so Hungrybox recovering from
tournament winner.
that pause fiasco.
Yeah,
which
absolutely.
I think would crumble a lot of players, especially because that pretty much made it dead even. He had a huge lead, made it dead even.
It helped that it was mid up throw up air, and I think if the up air hit, he was gonna die.
Really?
I think it was too low %, but
Mew2King, was he? He was
Yeah,
at like
I think-
65, 70.
I don't think he was
know.
at too. I don't think he was at 100%. But I could
if
be
I
wrong.
recall, it was
Okay.
like 45
Don't
or
at
50,
me.
but
Yeah, don't at me.
Don't at me either.
Yeah, I don't care.
Don't at me. I love don't at me.
All right, here we are.
So
FD.
funny.
So remind us again why this is such a powerful counter pick for Fox.
I think one of Jigglypuff's most reliable kill setups that Hax was just talking about are the platform tech chase setups. I mean, even if he's not getting the rest, he gets a ton of damage off that. Those are completely mitigated. Fox has now an easier time juggling Puff across the stage, and he's got so much room to run around.
Right. Also, Fox can full hop triple laser without a platform stopping it.
Right.
So he's pretty much got free reign over the projectile game. It's as good as it gets for him in this matchup.
Uh-oh.
Off to a bad start.
Yeah.
And I guess also for Puff, like, you know, she's less able to control her vertical spacing because she needs to like start from the ground.
Oh, the
use all her
chain
jumps.
grab.
Oh, wait a minute.
Oh my god.
That was
Who
so
is
cool,
this?
actually. Hungrybox tried to rock a little bit of Mario Kart Smash the Eye, but it was not enough.
That was sick.
Yeah, it's actually wild seeing you know, this many up throw up air set on Jigglypuff. Mew2King is just really, really, really good.
He's actually not even placing them as well as I said earlier. I don't know why the success rate's so high.
So you think Hungrybox might be a little off too with his timing?
Yeah. It almost feels like versus different players, he's better at it. It's weird.
Hungry
Could
Box
be a
is better at
confidence
it.
thing. Yeah.
I mean, mentality is everything.
Yeah. Yeah, it really is. For anybody who's just tuning in, this is top 8
This is winner's semis.
Smash Summit.
This is actually the winner. This will go on to face Armada in the finals of the winner's bracket.
Yeah, Armada just won the other side of the winner's bracket.
Convincingly.
The bunch of killers
yeah,
and losers
super
too.
convincingly. How many games has he dropped?
0. Armada? You're talking about Armada?
I am
Yeah,
talking about Armada. Are
0.
you serious?
0. He's 3 out of the whole tournament so far.
What a,
This guy's
It's
a
insane,
monster.
dude.
he literally is
Such
a monster.
He's a monster. Oh.
You know, Joey calls himself a monster sometimes.
No.
I think he's got to stop. He's
gotta
He's
stop.
a
I think
gremlin.
so, too.
He's
Yeah.
a
He's a
gremlin,
gremlin.
dude. He's like
He's
a
a
little
gnome.
itty bitty monster.
Yeah, he's Armada's a monster.
He's a monster. He's like one of
Beast.
those monsters in the final dungeon.
yeah.
Hella strong. Hits you with like 5 status ailments at the same time.
Well, Mew2King just putting on damage with his lasers.
This is fine.
Yeah, he's going to
Who
look
was
for
it?
probably... jab
I
up
like
air.
that. Someone told me, one of the good Fox players here told me this weekend, they were like, you know, you get puffed to like 60 or 70, and then you kind of make a decision. Am I going to go for a kill setup now, or
Yeah.
am I just going to keep playing safe and then get her to a percent where like backer will kill?
M2K is not that kind of Fox. He basically would much rather play in the defensive wall-y way where you force the character to come into you.
Right.
He's willing to go past like 70-ish, 80-ish, at which point up throw up air doesn't work anymore, and just bank on the stray hit instead.
Oh, that could have been a
Yeah,
lot
that
more
was
damage.
big.
Like nair back air.
Yeah, if Mew2King is not going to make anything happen, he's on the verge of going down in the...
That was an example
down
of a
the
really
set.
bad laser. You saw where he went up for the full jump triple laser and he got poked by the forward air. That's kind of the thing that we were talking about, the pre-Big House 3 Mew2King.
Yeah.
Still in up throw up air range.
I respect that Hungrybox is still trying to fight right now, even though Mew2King's not approaching.
Yeah.
You put some other players in here with Mew2King and they'll just stay on the ledge no matter what.
Right.
If they see Mew2King doing this, because he's in the lead.
Bobby, have you played, you're a fledgling Fox player, have you played much of this matchup yet?
Not much.
Okay.
Yeah, not much.
I don't think he was seeking it out either. You don't.
Yeah, I think
often-
I'll get some Puff secondaries before I actually play a Puff main. You know what I mean?
This is what I'm
Works your
talking
way.
about. It looks like Mew2King is losing his patience. He's not willing to just employ the strategy he's been employing all set.
Yeah.
And this is exactly what HBox wants.
Well, should he be though if he's this far behind? Still doing the laser thing?
If Puff camps the ledge like frame perfectly, are you able to shoot a laser low enough to threaten
Do
to
damage?
hit her?
I'm not sure.
Well,
No,
Armada
no, because Armada
showed
would
us
always
back
opt for
in
the
day
down
that-
tilt.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
He did a low laser and a down tilt.
Right, and if you're not threatening the down tilt whatsoever, then HBox can time you out like
Yeah.
that.
Right.
You do have to interact somewhat. You
Right.
do have to threaten the run-up down tilt, which is like the interaction that HBox is looking to cheese you off of. But I think Armada proved that the risk-reward isn't there for Jigglypuff if it's done correctly.
Yeah.
Thank God
He was getting hit
proved
by.
that.
Yeah,
the
he
other
was getting
thing
hit
I
by a
don't
down
wanna see
tilt. Okay, so we're on Stadium.
Right.
Mew2King's going to give this stage a shot. Lower ceiling. I think it's about the exact same in terms of how wide it is as a stage, but
I
you
think like
obviously
the
have two
transformations are
platforms.
clearly like the best stages for Fox in the entire game. But
Uh-oh.
the problem is that H-Box is just going to plank the ledges on them, and they're not going to matter much if Mew2King chooses to just wait them out.
Sure. I mean, but I think the neutral, like the normal stage on Stadium is also really, really strong for Fox.
It is, yeah.
So
super low ceiling. It's everything Fox wants.
Ooh, that's
So after
that's a
game one,
mistake.
honestly, it looks like Mew2King is just kind of letting Hungrybox dictate the pace, you know?
Yeah, he's letting H-Box play his game.
He's letting Hungrybox come in on his terms.
This is the problem with Hungrybox is you can like 3 or 4 stock in game one
it's
and
not
still
phased.
fail to win the set. Usually
Yeah.
when someone 3 or 4 stocks someone, that's a very convincing thing.
Right.
You don't expect them to go on to lose. But I mean, there was a set at one of the Zeniths where Mango 4 stocks him and goes on to lose.
Yeah.
It was at some tournament, and it's just because he's in it for like the long haul.
Five
and
Gods
you
was
have
like
to
that
be
too.
Yeah, and you have to be in it for the long haul as well.
He actually got destroyed in Grand Final Set 1 only to win Set 2. So
Yeah.
it's like not even losing one game, but like you
Right.
can toss this guy around for, a full
entire set.
I think most people would agree that Fox is a lot more taxing mentally to play than Jigglypuff, so I think the longer, like, theoretically,
goes.
the games versus H-Box go,
Yep.
the
There it
more
is.
the more they favor
There's a
him.
down tilt. That's exactly what you were talking about, Hax.
Yeah.
One of the Go ahead.
So
You were going to finish that?
No, I was done.
One of the things that I guess I'm kind of noticing is, especially in this game, it looks like Mew2King is just kind of desperately trying to hit Hungrybox. He's just throwing out nairs, running and grabbing. Like some of the best Fox play that I've seen against Puff.
This is
There's a laser aspect, but then once Puff is in the right spacing, then Fox will be kind of dancing around her and throwing in aerials.
Right.
Not just a full frontal attack. It sounds like it looks to me like Mew2King is trying to break down the front door.
Right. One thing I observed about Mew2King, and I think if I remember correctly, Leffen was also criticizing Mew2King for this yesterday and telling him it was something he needed to work on, because they were sort of brainstorming the Puff matchup. Is that Mew2King kind of plays the matchup in modes. Like you can very clearly see what he's going for.
Yeah.
And it's very easy for H-Box to be like, okay, Mew2King's looking for a, insert move here, up smash, back air. He's just seeking the laser. He's trying to nair. And Mew2King doesn't really do approaches outside of the mode that he's in. So for H-Box, he's like, okay, well, Mew2King's looking for an up smash. I'll space outside of that.
Yep. I think it's a
he
telltale
never swaps
sign.
it up.
Yeah, it's the telltale sign of just not being in the zone. I think when you're in the zone, Melee is such a free-flowing sandbox game. It feels like you just know exactly what to do at any given moment.
Right.
Got the drill, but did not get the grab, and Hungrybox.
Oh, that was a rest.
Not
That was a
So,
rest.
yeah, I'm so surprised there's no rest.
But when you
Don't
play
let
when you
into
play in a
my zone.
robotic way like this,
He's dead.
that's game.
Definitely in my zone,
Yeah.
zone.
Mew2King just didn't play too well games 2 through 4.
Which was
Yup.
weird because it seems like he changed his strategy into lasering after doing so well the first game. Like he
Yeah.
wasn't even throwing that many lasers the first game.
The first game was clean.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. But now we've got
I'm
the
definitely in my zone.
2016 Classic.
Dude,
Winners
you know what?
Finals.
You know what actually happened was that Mew2King. I don't know. This is a very low-level speculation. Like it's a very almost such a simplistic thing to say that maybe it's not true. But the first stage was on Battlefield, so he didn't have that much room to run away and laser. And then the rest of the stages were like FD Dreamland Stadium or Dreamland FD Stadium, so he had a ton of room to laser.
Yeah.
And you would think, oh, Fox has room to laser, that's good for Fox. But the problem is, if Mew2King has room to laser, that's all he's gonna do.
Yeah.
Whereas maybe he would have won the set if it was just like Yoshi's Battlefield
It's like,
fountain.
oh crap! I gotta
exact-
fight.
Yeah, I
And
gotta
then-
fade.
and then he
Ah,
wins.
crap. Yeah.
It's exactly like the trap I was mentioning yesterday, where Armada was fighting infinite numbers, and there were games on Dreamland where Dreamland has a top platform. Those would be the only games in the entire set where there was a top platform. And anytime Armada went to the top platform, he unknowingly was losing himself the match. Like he was taking 3%, letting the Ice Climbers poke at him with up air. And that's kind of the same thing that Toph was saying, where like the smaller the stage is, the more Mew2King was forced to interact, and as a result, play good melee.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Like actually fight.
Yeah, because I don't believe that the super robotic, like almost like mini game-esque way
Such a good way to put
he
it.
played like games 2 through 4 are the correct way to approach any matchup.
Yeah.
It's like he's trying to turn it into like a mix-up rotation, and just being very robotic
Yeah.
and obvious about it.
And to the other player, if the other player is a pro like Hungrybox, it's clear as day.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, if you imagine what he's used to playing against, he's used to playing against people who are, like, fluidly changing between those styles.
Right. Like when you see Hungrybox get his ass beat, it's Mango just mixing, really like seamlessly
Like
mixing
layers
up.
and layers deep.
Exactly. There's like layers to the gameplay that the Fox player is employing. Yeah.
Right.
Center control,
Interesting. The center control, it's in Mew2King's favor, and I wonder if that's because Hungrybox does spend a significant amount of
Yeah.
time off stage.
It's the planking.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Looks like pretty even in neutral wins. Average punish obviously goes to Hungrybox.
Right. Something I don't know if other commentators were necessarily pointing out. Wow, actually, Mew2King's edge guard percent really high on Hungrybox. I'm really surprised to see 50% as that number.
Wait, it's the opposite.
Yeah,
Hungrybox is the 50%.
Sorry, no, 25 even. 25 is really high. I feel like.
I think edge guarding on HBox wasn't really even attempted. I think in order to do that,
That's what I'm saying. 25 seems so high.
No one really edge guards Jigglypuff properly. You have to threat. It's one of those characters where you have to grab the ledge as Fox and know when to do regular get up. Whenever she tries to like poke at you with a back air, you regular get up. You make her burn her jumps and then have to commit to like an air dodge back to the stage. And then
so you can regular get up and then get back on the ledge?
Yes, you have to like regular get up, wave dash back, fast fall to the ledge, and do like a mixture of the two at the right timings to make her burn her jumps and force her to try to come up and over you, at which point you can go in for the kill.
Right.
And Mew2King, honestly, none of the top Foxes employ what I just said.
That sounds extremely dangerous.
Only hacks
That sounds so dangerous.
can do that, right? That's
dangerous, but
hacks specific technique.
Yeah.
That one set at ROM. That one
Axe
set
is
at
a
ROM.
man of danger.
That one set at ROM.
He's always.
That one set at ROM?
That one set at ROM.
What set?
You remember the friendly set?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, there are so many legendary friendlies sets that I've played.
Yeah. Yeah, you're like the friendly god.
What about the? Do you remember ours at Genesis? Where
No?
it was on my quote as a Smashboards quote. Do you remember that one?
Oh, goddamn.
We were playing a friendly set at Genesis or a NorCal tournament, and I beat him. And he turns to me. He's like, "How do you have fun playing this game that way?" and he goes, "You are so boring to play. If you weren't so boring, I could have won." And then I turn to him and I go, "Well, you know what's more boring? Having to wait your turn on the TV again." And Mango was sitting next to me. He starts cracking up and he finishes the line with me because he knew exactly what I was gonna say.
You sound like Hungrybox.
Why?
That's the most Hungrybox quote. That
No,
quote defines.
Hungrybox would say that.
Mango
Hungrybox
wouldn't
would
let-
not
no,
say
No,
that.
I'm just saying that quote defines the match we just watched.
How so? What do you mean?
I feel like
We're gonna talk about this.
Yeah, we're going to talk about this
We're
later.
gonna
We'll be
talk
right,
about
we'll
this
be
later.
right back. There's a funny, exciting video for you that we're going to show you. So stay tuned.
Hey guys, I'm Dr. Caitlin McGee. I'm